Hi, Scott Orlin with CINEMA-Magazine, Sundance 2016, the film festival. One of the big buzz movies this year, Captain Fantastic, star of the movie Viggo Mortensen. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sundance, you know, it's one of the kind of stalwarts of the film festivals around the world. It brings interesting small movies that no one's heard of before and gives them an opportunity. What do you think this is a great launching pad for Captain Fantastic?
Well, I mean, historically, Sundance has always been the world's most important festival for independent North American movies in particular. And, you know, year after year you see movies that come out of nowhere, it seems, or that surprise people, that are seen as an alternative to the usual fare. You know, every autumn you see one or two movies that started their journey at Sundance in late January of that year be the talk of, you know, the sort of award season. That happens regularly, so it's a place that people look at, you know, at the beginning of the year to see what's going to be, you know, talked about in this festival. For a movie like Captain Fantastic, which is a challenging movie, it's funny, it's heartbreaking in some ways, and very different from what you're used to seeing. There is no better place to start. And if you're lucky to be given a venue like the Echoes Theater, which is the biggest movie theater in the Sundance Festival, and a Saturday night, it's like, okay, now I hope you can't control that, but the reaction is going to be good. So we had our premiere last night, and it was a rapturous, passionate reaction from the audience. It was everything we hoped for. So we hope, of course, that this is the beginning of one of those kinds of journeys for an alternative type of movie. That's what we hope.
Now, Viggo's a father himself, but I would say the way you're a father in this movie is probably a little exaggerated. Having 6 kids in this movie, where they start out, where they go, what did it teach you about fatherhood that maybe you didn't already know, even though you're a parent yourself?
Well, it's a reminder that each person's different. You know, you have to treat each kid on their own terms. I think in a positive sense, it reaffirms in my mind that the best thing you can do as not just as a father, but as a friend, you know, for someone that you care about, is to encourage them to think for themselves and to respect their way of doing things. But it also made me question some of the things I've done. You know, just as watching the movie, you can be torn. I mean, some people come out of the movie theater thinking, well, greatest dad in the world. Others are, no, he's crazy, he's a maniac, he's a menace. But many people, including myself, are somewhere in the middle. It's like, well, he's really great. There's no question that he loves his kids and that he's sacrificing everything for them. That he wants them to be safe, he wants them to be smart, he wants them to be strong and able to fend for themselves in the world. But he is extreme. I mean, he takes some chances, but he himself realizes that in the course of the story, which I like, you know. And then, like in any dramatic situation like that, what happens when someone comes up against the wall or realizes that maybe they've gone too far? Do they admit it? Do they recognize it? And do they make amends? Do they try to change the way they're doing things, or do they show any flexibility? You know? So that's where the tension is, and you know, it's one of the best scripts I had read in many years, and fortunately, all the things that I had hoped for, we'd have a great cast of kids, that we'd have luck with the weather and these beautiful places we were shooting. It all came together, and Matt edited this movie beautifully. It's got a great score. The cinematographer has done an amazing job. So everything worked. So when I saw the movie for the first time on the big screen last night, I was so happy. And I was watching it with all the kids and their parents, who we were very lucky with too. You know, when you cast 6 child actors, you're also casting their parents. They can behave really well, or they can behave really badly. I mean, we've all seen, in the business, you see child stars and parents who are maybe not the easiest people to deal with, you know. That was not the case. It was a real team effort, and everybody was there, and everybody was laughing and crying and celebrating last night. It was a great, great night. So I hope that those who see the movie obviously feel as I do, that it leaves you thinking, it leaves you questioning the way you do things, the way you were brought up, and maybe the way you bring your own kids up.
Well, thank you, Captain Fantastic. I really appreciate it, Viggo, you sharing time with us. And this is Scott Orlin. Until next time. Let's keep thinking.